Volcanoes can be a most beautiful, dramatic, and majestic part of the natural environment. They can also be quite destructive and have far-reaching effects. The August 1883 eruption of Krakatoa is one of the most renowned volcanic eruptions. The blast resulted in the collapse of the island, massive tsunamis, and deaths of over 30,000 people. Today, in its place, rests Anak Krakatoa, child of Krakatoa, another volcanic island which has risen from the sea. Scientists have determined that the Earth consists of 3 zones of material. The core lies in the center of the Earth and is comprised of a solid inner core and a semi-molten outer core. The mantle surrounds the core and also has 2 parts, the semi-molten asthenosphere and a rigid top layer. Atop of all of this rests the crust, which may be classified as either oceanic or continental, depending on the content of magnesium and aluminium. Collectively, the crust and the rigid part of the mantle are called the lithosphere. According to the theory of plate tectonics, the lithosphere is divided into 7 large and several smaller plates. These plates float on top of the asthenosphere and are moved by convection cells caused by the heat within the Earth. Due to these convection cells, tectonic plates may move towards, away from, or sideways along adjacent plates, causing many landforms. At destructive or convergent plate margins, plates collide and destroy portions of the crust. In order for a volcano to be formed, the collision must involve a continental and an oceanic plate. The oceanic crust, being more dense, sinks beneath the continental crust into the mantle, where higher pressure releases water from the crust, promoting melting and the release of magma. The magma is less dense than the mantle surrounding and thus attempts to rise to the surface. Constructive or divergent plate margins occur where 2 plates move away from each other. This allows magma to rise from the mantle and fill any possible gaps between the plates. The magma initially forms submarine volcanoes, which may grow until they breach the sea surface. Transform plate margins are those where the plates move parallel to each other and produce no volcanic activity. There is one other scenario in which volcanoes form. This is not at the plate margin, but within the plate itself, over areas known as hotspots. Hotspot volcanoes occur where hot, solid material rises in cylindrical jets from deep within the mantle as mantle plumes, breaching the lithosphere and erupting onto the surface. Since the hotspot is a stationary point, as the plate moves over the hotspot, volcanoes become extinct and new ones are created. The Earth's plate tectonics have made volcanoes a force to be reckoned with throughout history and continue to do so today.